Let's be real. Trying to navigate government procurement can feel, well, a little overwhelming, right? You've got data scattered everywhere and all these different reports and systems. But what if there was a way to bring it all together? I'm talking about one single powerful command center for, well, everything. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the GeM Buyer Dashboard. This thing is your key to smarter, more data-driven procurement. So let's dive in and see how it works. So the whole idea behind the Government e-Marketplace, or GeM, is to make public purchasing way more efficient and transparent. And right at the very heart of this whole ecosystem is a tool built just for you, the buyer. And that's your personal dashboard. Trust me, it's where all the action happens. Okay, so for the next few minutes, I'll be your guide on this little tour. Here's the plan. First, we'll get a feel for just how powerful this dashboard is. Then we'll get you logged in, take a look around the main sections, and then, this is the best part, we'll dive into the data tabs where the real magic happens. By the time we're done, you'll be totally ready to put all that data to work. All right, first things first, let's talk about what this dashboard really is, because it's so much more than just a place to see data. Seriously, think of it as your personal command center. It gives you the power to track every single transaction and see how your organization is performing, all in real time. You know, a great way to think about it is like the dashboard in your car. It shows you everything you need to know, right? Your speed, how much fuel you've got, if the engine's okay, all in one spot so you can drive safely. Well, your GeM dashboard does the exact same thing, but for your procurement work. It gives you that complete, up-to-the-minute picture of everything. Okay, so that's the big idea. But theory is one thing, right? Let's get our hands dirty. Getting access to all this awesome stuff just starts with a simple login. Don't worry, I'll walk you through it step by step. It's a super simple 3-step deal. First, you're going to head over to gem.gov.in and just click that login button. Easy enough? Step 2, just type in your user ID and that squiggly CAPTCHA text. And finally, you'll just pop in your password on the next screen. And boom, that's it. You're in. So the second you're logged in, you'll land on your user homepage. Think of this as your home base. And from here, getting to that main control panel we've been talking about, it's literally just one click away. Just look for that dashboard button. It's usually right up at the top of the page. That's your gateway. One click on that, and it'll take you straight into your personalized dashboard. All your data is just sitting there waiting for you. Now, choose something I think is really smart. GeM actually customizes the dashboard depending on your role. So a head of department, an HOD, they get the full bird's eye view. A payment authority, on the other hand, is going to see things focused on, well, payments. For this tour, though, we're going to focus on the super powerful features that buyers and HODs get to see, because that's where the richest data is. So the very first tab you're probably going to see is called My Dashboard. Think of this as your daily snapshot. It's that quick, at-a-glance view of everything you've got going on right now. You can see your pending demands, your active orders, the status of shipments and bills. It's all laid out right there for you, super clean and easy to read. Okay, so we've got the basics down. Now, let's get to the really good stuff. This next part is where the dashboard goes from just being a tool for your day-to-day tasks to being a serious, strategic weapon. We're talking about the data tabs. This is where you unlock the kind of insights that will actually change the way you make decisions. And our first stop is probably one of the most powerful tabs in the whole system, spend analysis. This is where you get that big picture, that 30,000-foot view of everything your organization is buying. So what does that actually look like when you put some real numbers to it? Okay, let's take a look at a real example here. This organization has processed 1,278 orders. Now, that's not just some random number on a screen, right? That's more than 1,000 individual needs that were met, all through this one platform. That's pretty significant. And as you can imagine, those orders, they add up. We're looking at a total order value of 37.7 crore rupees. That's more than 370 million rupees. When you put those two numbers together, the order volume and the total value, you instantly get this incredibly powerful snapshot of just how much your organization is managing through GeM. Okay, so it's great to know what you're doing, but the next logical question is, how does that compare to what everyone else is doing? For that, we're going to jump over to the Insights tab. This is where you get to benchmark your own activity and start spotting some really interesting trends. Okay, this feature is just so cool. Check this out. On the left, you've got your top 5 product categories. And on the right, you see the top 5 for your peers. Just seeing that side by side can spark some really important questions. Like, are my peers getting better deals on certain things? Am I totally missing out on some common products they're all buying?
This is exactly where you can start to really optimize your strategy. All right, moving on, let's look at the Acceptance and Payments tab. Being efficient isn't just about snagging the best prices. It's also about paying your bills on time. This section is absolutely crucial for keeping an eye on your payment cycles. It has aging reports that show you exactly how fast you're paying your sellers, and it even puts a special focus on micro and small enterprises, the MS. And of course, performance is everything. The Ratings and Incidents tab is basically your report card. It shows you your overall buyer rating, which is based on stuff like paying on time and placing orders efficiently. It's also the place you go to track any incidents, so you can make sure any problems get sorted out, and fast. So we've looked at a ton of data, right? But what good is it if it's just stuck inside the dashboard? How do you actually get it out and use it in your meetings or in your own reports? Well, that brings us perfectly to our final section, putting all this amazing data to work. Honestly, one of the most useful features is just how easy it is to export your data. In pretty much every single tab we've looked at, you're going to find a Download Report button. You click that once, and boom, it generates a detailed Excel report for you. It's ready to go for deeper analysis, for your presentations, or just for your own records. So let's wrap this up and bring it all together. What are the big takeaways here? Well, number one, your dashboard is your personal command center. It lets you track all your spending and volume in a flash. You can compare what you're buying against what your peers are buying. You can keep a close eye on your payment cycles and performance ratings. And you can download super detailed reports whenever you need them. It's pretty powerful stuff. The source material we've been looking at today really says it best. It calls the dashboard a personalized window to track overall transactions and the performance of their organization in one single panel. And that's exactly what it is. It's truly your one-stop shop for all things procurement intelligence. So look, this dashboard is so much more than just a tool. It's really a place for discovery. It holds the entire story of your organization's procurement journey, and it's just packed with insights that are waiting for you to find them. So now that you know your way around, there's really only one question left to ask. Your data is waiting. What will you discover first?